The story has begun, and you're inside it with...
Wait, you're telling me that I get to relive all of Dragon Ball with the knowledge, memories, and all that, all characters and all that? That's what you telling me right now? Man, you might as well call me a time patroller, because we about to have a different decency of events going on.
Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why don't you want me to cry?
Why it sucks to reincarnate as Goku. Now look. I know on the screen this nigga don't look like Goku. I know, I understand, but we about to hop into that. What do y'all think it would really be like to be a Saiyan for real? You know what I'm saying? The first thing I'm doing is learning how to go Super Saiyan. Off rip, automatically. That's the first thing that I'm going to learn how to do. Everything else is obsolete. I don't care about no Kamehameha, none of that. I'm trying to learn how to go super, nigga. That's what I care about. But yeah, this video is about Dang 7. Interesting name. And honestly, if I like this video, I might consider subscribing, because in 3 days we already got 49K on this vid, so I'm assuming that it's pretty good. You feel me? But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in.
You always knew the real world was disappointing. Everything's gray, everything's expensive, everything smells like recycled fryer oil.
Man,
and the
facts,
only way
nigga.
you ever managed to escape
Man,
was
boy,
diving
talking that talk.
headfirst into anime. Naruto taught you to endure, Luffy taught you to dream, but it was Goku who taught you to believe. Believe that maybe one day you...
I actually think that, you know what I'm saying, Naruto's the one that teaches you how to believe, because that nigga stay preaching, believing it. But I digress.
wake up in another world. A world where problems are solved by yelling, where being pure of heart matters more than your resume, where the hero's a lovable idiot, but happy. That was your life plan. Get hit by a good old isekai truck, reincarnate in a badass body, become a legend with epic music blasting in the background. But life, as always, screws you over. You don't die saving a child. You don't die fighting a villain. You die with your heart clogged full of cheddar. A heart attack at McDonald's.
I don't even like McDonald's. I don't even like Mickey D's. So we already started. Damn, I must be depressed.
Still holding a free refill cup. Congratulations, modern life beat you. You blink, and when you open your eyes, everything's white. No fluffy cloud heaven, no angelic harp soundtrack, just a weird sterile void, smelling like bleach and eternity. An entity appears. It doesn't glow, doesn't float, doesn't have a booming voice. It's just some guy, looks like an overworked office clerk. And he tells you, completely deadpan, congratulations, you are now Goku. No manual, no tutorial, no decline mission button. You try to ask something, but too late. The white fades, the world spins, and suddenly you're standing in an open field. Sun, grass, muscular body, all real. You touch your chest. You're strong. You're alive. You're in an anime, then you feel it. A presence. In the distance. A strange key. A chill down your spine. Raditz, you think. The story has begun, and you're inside it.
Wait, you're telling me that I get to relive all of Dragon Ball with the knowledge, memories, and all that, all characters and all that? That's what you telling me right now? Man, you might as well call me a time patroller, because we about to have a different decency of events going on.
Oh prep. Congrats, champ. You're the protagonist now, and there's no pause button. Raditz shows up, kidnaps Gohan, drops that megalomaniac speech. You're a Saiyan. I'm your brother. Join me or everyone dies. In your head, it's simple. Grab him. Piccolo hits the special beam cannon. End of arc. But there's just one problem. You don't want to die. This isn't an episode. This isn't a simulation.
Yeah, that is true. So if I die after I had already died, yeah, that ain't gonna... I don't think that's gonna click right.
This is real pain, real blood, real death. So when the moment comes, you hesitate, then you freeze. And next thing you know, Raditz is face down in the dirt, dead. You killed him. Piccolo didn't even need to help. And that's when things start to fall apart. No death means no King Kai. No spiritual training. No Kaioken. No spirit bomb. No cosmic...
Oh, never mind then. I did not think about this. I did not think about this, bro. Oh, yeah, nah. Yeah, we need a... we need to replan. We need to recalculate.
Monkey means with a drum beat. You carry Gohan home in your arms, and the world slowly starts to crumble. Months later, two massive presences cut through space. Vegeta, Nappa, you try to stay calm. I'm Goku, right? I can do this. But spoiler, you can't. Yamcha explodes. Okay, original script. But then, Krillin too. Gohan almost follows. Piccolo sacrifices himself trying to save him. And you get wrecked. You even try to fight like Goku. You strike a pose. You scream your lungs out. But there's no Kaioken, no secret technique, no real soul behind the punches. Deep down, you're still just the anime nerd. Vegeta notices and laughs. Not at you, at who you've become. You bleed. Not from the battle, but from the truth. The realization that, even as Goku, you're screwing everything up. In the end, they leave. The planet doesn't explode, but it almost does. And you just lie there, in the grass, staring at the sky.
So they just came here to whoop and just came here to beat my ass and dip. That's what we doing? That's what we doing? Nah. I'm trying to finish the fade.
Reincarnation was a glitch or a punishment. You decide to do better. This time, you'll train, you'll study, you'll prepare, you lock yourself in the ship, just like in the anime. Push your body to the edge, just like Goku. But there's a small problem. You only remember the episodes, not the training. You barely understand how your own body works. The ki flows, but it's wild. You try to force Kaioken on your own, gritting your teeth, pushing out an aura, and almost die from internal bleeding.
That boy about to take a shit.
You arrive on Namek ahead of schedule, before everything, before the Ginyu Force even strikes a pose. And once again, you mess up the story. You save Dende too early, kill two of Frieza's soldiers with an awkward kick. The butterfly effect goes berserk. Frieza catches on sooner. Namek turns into a premature rave of destruction. Everything becomes chaos. And then it happens. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan.
Bro,
yes,
what?
Him, right in front of you.
What is going on? What is, wow, this is some Dragon Ball Xenoverse for real that we got going on. Speaking of, we want Xenoverse 3. No cap. Like, all bullshit aside, we want Xenoverse 3.
Or you do. The guy who used to be just the rival is now the hero. He fights Frieza, and you, in Goku's body, just watch. No golden aura, no epic soundtrack. In the end, Frieza escapes, takes half of Namek with him, and you don't—
What would be the motivation behind Vegeta going Super Saiyan in that moment, though? You know what I'm saying? That's a real question right there.
I'm a legend. You become the backup plan. The universe keeps going, just not with you at the center. And for the first time, you feel it. It doesn't matter what body you have. If your timing's off, if you're not the one when it matters, there's no spotlight for you. You thought you ruined everything on Namek, thought it couldn't get worse. Then Trunks shows up with that look like he just watched the future burn. And he says, "It wasn't supposed to happen like this." That line echoes in your head for weeks. You try to fix things, fix the little stuff, avoid mistakes. You remember the lab, Cell's embryo. You try to destroy it early, delay it, prevent it, but every step you take creates a new problem. Cell shows up sooner, stronger. Vegeta becomes obsessed with surpassing limits. He trains like a madman, and when Cell finally appears, he doesn't hesitate. Vegeta kills him. Ends it all with one final cold surgical strike. And with that, he doesn't just—
So basically, we the side character, and then Vegeta just becomes the main character of Dragon Ball. That's the timeline that we're in right now.
He takes your place. The Earth's new protector has a name, and it's not Goku, it's the Prince. The media loves him, the people chew, the past is forgotten. Goku becomes just that weird guy who isn't like he used to be. And Gohan, he never shines, never explodes, never becomes Super Saiyan 2, just watches, quiet, faded out like a badly cast extra. And in the middle of it all, you start to wonder, am I still Goku? Or just a miscast? It's his body, but the choices—
Bro, where is our training arc? We ain't getting not one training arc that happened yet at all. The ship doesn't count either.
Or yours. Deep down, you didn't just break the timeline, you broke the story, and worse, with fan awareness. You got old, not physically of course, that body's still in shape, ripped, alien metabolism and all. But inside, you're old, tired, of fighting, of trying to get it right, of forcing yourself to be someone you're not. You try to stop the cycle, tell Goten to stay out of it. You try to talk, warn, explain, but he just laughs, claps, wants to fight. You realize you've become the buzzkill of the story. The world keeps spinning, the plot repeats. Vegeta sacrifices himself again, and fails, again. Even the sacrifice has become a cliche. You try to reinvent yourself, accept the fusion, but something goes wrong. You mess up the dance, and become an interstellar joke. Majin Buu absorbs everyone. Piccolo, Gotenks, Gohan, all gone, like filler episodes. And then something snaps. Boo stops, looks at you, speaks with a hoarse voice, empty eyes. You're not from this world. I can feel it. And in that moment, you feel it too. The weight of the lie, the poorly rehearsed theater, all the—
Bro, we still ain't unlocked Super Saiyan yet. Like, it's been a whole 3 arcs. And I still ain't got golden hair yet. What is this writing? What is
effort
this?
pretending to be Goku. But then, the last resort, the fan's memory. You close your eyes and try to remember, not techniques, feelings, the spirit bomb. You remember the scene, the music, the blue energy rising in the sky.
Did I even learn how to throw a key blast?
But now it's all improvised. No lessons, no King Kai, just instinct. You raise your arms, you scream, you beg, you picture everyone
Kindness grows from a place I know, from my heart all the way to
Hey,
my toes.
hey, hey,
Can count
hold
on
up.
me.
joining in. And by some miracle, the energy comes. Crooked, slow, weak, but it comes. You launch it, not for victory, but out of blind faith. Faith of someone who's already seen this episode before. And when the light fades and silence takes over, you're still there, alive, but you no longer know who won. You know every scene, every line, every transformation. You remember the first time you saw Goku become a Super Saiyan, the scream, the thunder, the
we
music.
still haven't done it yet. I'm fighting Boo. Minimum requirement, I gotta go Super Saiyan 1. At least 1. You know what I'm saying?
But now, you're inside it, and you don't feel a thing. You try to say the classic line, "Hey, it's me Goku," but when it leaves your mouth, it sounds wrong. Forced, like you're cosplaying as yourself. You train, you fight, you've won a few battles, but everything tastes like cardboard. The body obeys, but the soul is still that insecure teenager sitting on the couch eating Cheetos. You try to fake it, strike the poses, mimic Goku's smile, even try the goofy laugh, but inside, there's no spark, only echo. You start to see it in their eyes. They notice. Gohan looks at you differently. Chi-Chi avoids your embrace. Even Vegeta, who's never trusted anyone, now just watches you in silence. You're still Goku, but not their Goku. You're a shadow, a caricature dressed in orange, and little by little, you stop recognizing yourself in the mirror too. The reflection is the same, but inside there's only guilt, disalignment. You memorize the whole story, but you were never part of it. You know too much, but feel too little, and maybe it would have been better never to have come back. Everything's falling apart, the sky's lost its color, the earth is cracking open, and you're there, in the middle of it all, with the whole world waiting for you to be him, Goku. But you don't want to anymore, not because you've given up, but because you finally understand you were never him, and you were never meant to be. You look around and see the children crying, Gohan trying to protect Pan, Vegeta on the ground, coughing blood but still shouting your name, and then you stop. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, let the ki fade away, let the character die. You don't say a catchphrase, you don't strike a pose, you don't try to recreate an iconic moment. You act, in your own way, improvised, messy, imperfect, but human. You face the villain, not with Goku's strength, but with the conviction that you can handle it. You make choices no one understands. You miss moments every fan was dying to see. You dodge fights you didn't need to fight, and still, it works. The world doesn't blow up. People survive, and chaos backs down. It wasn't epic. It wasn't canon. It won't end up on a poster, but it was real. And for the first time, it was truly you. Time passed, the world settled, it didn't go back to how it was, but it didn't fall apart either. You watch from afar, Gohan playing with Pen. They fly low, miss their punches, laugh loud, no destination, no script. You don't interfere, don't teach, don't guide, you just watch. Goku, or what's
I just realized something. This is completely out the blue, but we went through the Saiyan saga to the Cell saga, and we made it to the Buu saga, right? And Goten just appeared, so you know what that means. You know what? I'm not finna say anything. I'm not finna say anything. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
of him is still somewhere inside you, but he's not in control anymore. You stopped being the idol, stopped being the fan, stopped trying to fit into a role that was never yours. Now, You're just you, with all the crooked memories, with every misstep along the way. And it's in that silence, in that new space, that something shifts. No soundtrack, no transformation, just a thought light as cosmic dust. Maybe the point of being here was never to be Goku. It was to survive not being him. And for the first time since you reincarnated, you breathe easy and realize it's the first time you don't feel guilty for it. You didn't save the universe with a screen, didn't become a legend with golden hair, didn't get a statue with your face on it, but you also didn't die trying to be someone you're not. And honestly, that's worth more than any spirit bomb. You walk through the fields now with regular steps, no flying, just walking, feeling the grass, like a human again. The world goes on. Vegeta now teaches at a martial arts school. Gohan writes books on interdimensional peace. And you're Goku, the ex-protagonist, the guy who ruined the perfect story, and by doing so, created a new one. A story where the hero doesn't know how to fight, where the savior hesitates, where the happy ending isn't epic, but it's alive. He got his isekai, he had his saga, he got everything he asked for. Only now, if he had the chance to go back.
I'm not gonna lie, this sucks. This is an isekai gone wrong. Shit.
Maybe he'd wish to reincarnate as Krillin instead. At least Krillin has hair, a steady paycheck, and a wife who doesn't scream all the time. But it's okay, you don't want to go back, you don't want to repeat anything. For the first time, just living was enough, and that's more than a lot of people ever get. End of story. No sequel, no reboot, no 10-year special, just you, in the middle of a world that was never yours. But for some strange reason, it accepted you anyway.
Hey man, that was fire. Shout out to Dang 7. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, we might have to look at this one next. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all let me know what y'all would have done. Would you have played the story out like how it was intended? Or would you have done your own thing? You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happens if you die. I think if you die, you really do just die. But, hey, this was a smooth video right here, man. Shout out Dang 7. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Hey, hold on now. Before you leave, like the video, subscribe. Thank you. Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why do you want me to cry? Fighting depression, talk to them spirits, use them justice that help me get by. But I cannot lie, yeah, that shit hurt me bad when I got that call, told me you died. Like how the fuck can they take you? Man, I hope I wake up, it's a lie. Couldn't walk to that hearse, cause I remember the words and I remember the look in your eyes.